What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Pressure News video. So in my last video, or actually just yesterday in general, the trailer for Pressure Worth Wait Part 2 released, and I kind of broke it down and went over it. But since then, we've gotten quite a lot of information. And as you can see, I'm on the Roblox page here, and we have a few stuff. So first off, I just want to talk about a few things that were said in the Discord. First off, we do know 5 games that will be having collab bundles that you can get a discount on by getting a certain badge in the respective game. Those games are Work at a Pizza Place, um, I think it's Ultimate Mining Simulator by Innovation Inc., Pinewood Computer Core, Grace, and what was the last one? Regretivator, yes. So those are the 5 things of those. Secondly, Pressure will be going into maintenance tomorrow up until the update. So today's your last day to, get some playing time in before the update finally happens. So as we can see here, it looks like, for me at least, the update is at 1 p.m. on Saturday, and we do have an actual Roblox event this time. I'm not sure we've had that. So yeah, 50 plus modifiers, 180 plus item skins, and 250 plus charms. That is insane. And this is just on launch. Obviously, in future updates, we're going to get more and more. We already know about the fully overhauled lobby UI. We do have the new submarine hosting. You can queue up. And new animations, and only a small slice. Remember, we don't know everything. So we'll get to that in a second. If we look at the store, I already showed earlier in a previous news short, they did release an Innovation Inc. diver suit, but now we have 2 more, being the executive and worker suits. Not sure what those are about. Alright, so game passes. We have 3 new game passes that you can pre-order right now that will be in the new update. So first up, I already kind of talked about this, is the admin panel um, pass, which it has been converted from the 50-player pass. So not only will you get the 50-player submarine, but as it says here, you will get commands to use on yourself and others, such as God Mode, No Clip, Teleport, and Explode. Adjust stats like health and speed. Summon almost every monster in the game. Give yourselves and others items, including exclusive admin items. Skip rooms and place down mines. Place down props and more. In the future, you'll be able to turn on and off modifiers mid-run and choose any room to spawn. So that's kind of interesting. Obviously, this is pretty cool. But if I had to bring one downside to this, it is that now a lot of things won't feel that special. Like, take Gambling Room, for example. It's a really cool room, but it's pretty rare. You don't always encounter it. But now after this comes out, if you want Gambling Room, you just spawn it in. Now, I assume the Artifice badge or whatever will still be deleted. No. I mean disabled when you're using Admin Panel. But it just kind of takes the magic out of finding a lot of these rare rooms. And it would also make those rare chances when you actually get in a game with a developer and they spawn in like Death Angel or Ambuscade. So that will make that a bit less special, but it's still pretty cool. The other one is a Rotten Coral skin pack, and this will just gift you a Rotten Coral skin for a lot of the items. Oops, that's the same one. And the last game pass is the Chibi Key Charm pack. And this just gives you a whole bunch of charms that are basically going to be cute little versions of a bunch of the entities. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be covering is badges. If you guys don't know, before an update, Pressure usually releases like placeholders or something before the actual badges get added into the game. And I check these badges like almost every day. And today I went on here and I found some new ones. So I assume the Wall Dweller badges are getting remade. They seem to be the same right now though. Yeah, here we go. So here's our first 4 new ones. These seem to be in the challenges section. And as you can see, they all look, but there's no descriptions for any of these, so it's just pure guessing. But as you can see, these are very similar. They show 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. It reminds me of the Operation Heartburn badges when we were theorizing about those a long time ago. And I think I have a a pretty good answer on what this is, and that is modifier milestones. It was said a while back that you will be able to unlock some stuff after reaching a certain percent modifier milestone. So it's kind of like how Doors has badges for using 50% modifiers, 150% modifiers. Seems like Pressure's going to have at least 4 of these badges, which is cool. So right down there we have this badge really sucks. Um, this is quite interesting, and I think I know what it is. It's going to be survive a round with 50 players with no one dying. I have seen a few YouTubers like Smiling Figure do that, so it's definitely possible, but it's gonna be hard. I wonder if what's gonna have more owners, that or the plush mode badge. By that. So right next to that we have Will You Wake Up Tomorrow? We've seen this before. It's the Grace badge. We already kind of know that, and you can obviously tell from the picture, but we don't know exactly how you get this badge. But when it was back a long, long time ago, it said complete a run with every Grace monster active as a modifier. So I think it will be the same. And now we only have 2 other ones to cover. The first one is Conundrum's Challenge, which, if you're not aware, is one of the games that Pressure is collabing with for this next update. So I assume, similar to the Grace one, this will just be for surviving every modifier related to Conundrum's Challenge. And there's one more. Now, I'm not quite sure. It's called Chaos Chaos. And the description, name, and picture obviously references to Jevil from Deltarune. Um, but man, I really can't tell. It looks like we have a prisoner. He seems to be very confused. There's a bunch of lockers. Hmm. Let me look at its placement real quick. I don't really know about this one. Right by Conundrum's Challenge, a We Die in the Dark. So it's definitely another challenge one. It's probably related to modifiers. Since it's right next to the Grace and Conundrum's Challenge ones, it's probably just for completing a certain set of modifiers. Unless it's like the max level milestone. Or maybe it's complete a run with every single modifier active. You may think that sounds too hard, but look right above. We have this badge really sucks. So, you never know. Alright, so that's kind of everything I had to cover for this video. The update's only a few days away, so there's not really much that I think they're going to reveal. I was kind of surprised at the amount of badges here. I thought we would have more, but it looks like we just have a few challenge ones. Obviously, we're not going to have all the grand encounter ones and stuff because those were delayed, but I have almost all the badges and I like collecting them, so but we're getting a plenty of other stuff this update. And maybe they are keeping some other badges for some hidden features of this update that they don't want to show off yet. Well, we will not know. Anyways, yeah. Bye.